Right now we're seeing an explosion of fast times in high school and college and at the elite level. Many middle and long distance runners are just running times that are amazing, and there's not just a few anymore. There's a lot. You know, if you go to Arcadia in Los Angeles, there's 50, 60, sometimes 70 boys that run under 9 minutes for 2 miles. We just saw the Hoka Festival of Miles, and there was 3 high schoolers that ran under 4 minutes. Used to be, we would see 1 or 2 guys running really well, you know. Now we're seeing many kids running fast. And what happened is the secret is out. You know, back when I was running the 80s and the 90s, that was the dark period of distance running for the United States. It was just thought that, well, if you're not East African, if you didn't grow up running on the dirt at altitude for your whole life, you're never going to be able to compete with these guys. But then something happened. You know, we started to see it in 2021 when Jakob Ingebrigtsen won as a 20-year-old, won the 1500 final. And then a bit later after that, the Eugene World Championships. And a British guy, Jake Whiteman, beat Jakob Ingebrigtsen and won. And now there's Josh Kerr and Cole Hawker, and Americans and Europeans are running really well. What happened? And also, you know, high school kids, there's like not just a handful of high school kids running under 9 minutes. There's 50, 60, 70, 80 high school kids running under 9 minutes every single year. So what happened? You know, after the World Championships in Eugene, Jake Whiteman was having beers with Yard Nagoose. This is the story that Yard has told. And he gave him the secret. He said it's triple thresholds, sub-thresholds. And so Yard started doing it. And then he ran a 3:43 mile. And then Ingebrigtsen continued to do it and ran a 3:43 mile. And what happened was, years before that, there was a guy, Marius Bakken. And if you haven't got his book yet, it's a must read if you're serious about improving your times and helping high school and beyond run fast, is Norwegian Method Applied, Marius Bakken. And he is now a medical doctor, but he world championship finalist in the 5,000, double Olympian, had records in Norway for the middle distances. And he tested blood lactate levels, and he tested sub-threshold once a day, twice a day, 3 times a day, 4 times a day, back-to-back days, and he got data on what worked. And he came up with this system that's still in process, but it's really working. And so how does this help us? You know, here in Farhaven, we have kids that love to run fast. We've had state champions. It's amazing. But the world isn't sitting here standing still. What used to work isn't working anymore at some of these levels. And there's a girl that just ran 4:27 for the mile, you know? So what is going on? We believe the sub-threshold thing is the answer. His book, Marius Bakken's book, Norwegian Method Applied, has it laid out now. It's no longer a secret, you know? Thank God to the Running Effect podcast, Dominique, asking all these high schoolers and all these coaches, what are you guys doing? And it's this kind of system. And Alex Osberg, the Rundown Substack, and the coach at Nike Eugene, Nike Swoosh, you know, he coached the guy that ran 2:04 for the marathon recently. They're not keeping it a secret. So if you're interested in this sort of thing, I highly recommend Norwegian Method Applied, Maurice Bakken's. It's what we've been using in a modified way, and now that we know more and more of exactly how the system works, it's what we're using to help our little boy run fast and have fun. It's fun to run fast. It's fun to stay healthy. It's fun to go for your dreams. So I hope this message reaches the coaches and the runners. The Running Effect podcast, the Rundown Substack from Alex Osberg, Maurice Bakken's book, Norwegian Method Applied. I've got a summary of it in the comments that we're going to put. So reach out if you have any trouble with injuries. I can help you do that. That's a whole nother level that Maurice Bakken's came up with, is the muscular system, how to keep that healthy and happy and elastic and bouncy. And that's a key so that you don't overcook things. So I hope this helps. Reach out and let's get out there and run and be healthy and happy and have some fun.